Hey y'all, these next clips, they're not of me building anything. And I'm telling you this because I've had a lot of people comment that I should get back to making things. I had somebody tell me that they subscribed to me for my knives, and I haven't made knives in a while. Well, if you don't like the videos I'm putting up, and I don't want to sound like a smartass, but this is just YouTube. People's lives change, their interests change, and I'm the same way. You know, if my interests change and a channel is doing something that I'm no longer interested in, well, I have a limited amount of time in my life, so I unsubscribe from channels that don't do anything that is interesting to me. Uh, and you can do the same. There's nothing wrong with unsubscribing people that don't do videos you like anymore. Or maybe I continue doing the same videos, but your interests have changed. So if you can't bear with me, uh, it's okay if you unsubscribe and move on. You know, I'll miss you, but but there's no contract between us. I fell off a ladder and I hurt my back, and that put me out for about a week and a half. Same tree, same branch. Instead of climbing a ladder, I was going to put all 300 pounds of Brad into it, and I yanked on that limb as hard as I could, and the limb I had a hold of broke, and I completely was unsuspecting the fall. You know, I wasn't prepared for the fall, and I tried to spin myself around halfway to catch myself with my hands, and I didn't quite get far enough to catch myself with both hands, so I caught myself with one hand, and I ended up breaking a bone in my wrist. That put me behind a couple of weeks. And then I got sick. I got sicker than I've ever been in my life, and longer than any length of time I've ever been sick. It took me uh, about 5 weeks to get over it, and it was a little scary. That put me way behind on stuff that I have to do around here. I can't afford to pay anybody to do things for me. And I have another kind of a personal thing that, it dawned on me that I'm not invincible. And I'm 57 now, and I really feel myself getting older. I can't lift things that I used to be able to lift. And it dawned on me that, I could suddenly have a heart attack. I'm a fat guy, and I like being outside in heat. And fat people have heart attacks. And I would really be mad at myself if I died and left my wife with all this crap around here that just has to be fixed. You know, I need fence, I need roof, uh, I need to repair just a bunch of stuff that I've put off over the years. So I'm really trying, as I can afford it, to take care of the things I've needed to take care of for years. And I'm not in my shop. I'm just doing odds and ends, and I am taking clips of them. And if that doesn't interest you, that's all I've got right now until I get caught up and get to a position where I'm comfortable if I were to suddenly die, that my wife would be okay in this house. So that's why I'm not doing a whole lot of other videos right now. So what I'm putting up is what I'm doing, just daily life, and you don't have to watch them. And if you do, I appreciate your time. And if you don't, I still love you. Okay, now for the video. Videos. Bunch of clips. Okay, this is beyond weird. This is my dog's poop. And I don't go looking for poop, but I just happened to look down as I was walking by, and the poop is moving. Why is the poop moving? I'm going to get a stick, and I'm going to see why we have moving poop. Oh, what the hell are you? Are you a dung beetle?
No way. You're a freaking dung beetle, man. I've never seen one before. You nasty. I bet you got bad breath. Isn't that something? Who'da thunk? Huh. Well, now you know. Now you buried down in it, man. Note to self, don't step in that. Well, you learn something new every day. Even though it's kind of gross, it's kind of interesting too. And I saw you doing it. You're the one that did this. I have a pole pruner that I've had for years and years and years, and I ended up kind of messing it up, and I bent it back into shape. And I was gonna come get a new pole pruner, but I think I'm gonna fix my old one and see if I can get another 15 years out of it. Let me go see if I can find a pipe. This is the Fiskars 14-foot tree pruning pole saw. Well, it's a saw and a pruner. There's a blade here. And I have had this about, it got 18, 19 years. And I'm telling you, I have used the absolute hell out of this thing. I had one complaint, and one complaint only. The inner portion here that slides out is too thin, and it bends when you pull this rope to cut a real thick limb. It bends that middle pole, which that wasn't a problem. I mean, it never snapped. I always told myself I'm going to get a dowel and run a dowel all the way down through it, but find a 8-foot dowel that'll fit inside that. It hasn't happened. And yesterday I was using it, and I bent everything right over almost at 90 degrees. And I brought it in here and I hammered it back, and I got it as good as I can, and it's still not cutting straight. I still have to tweak it. And I said to myself, I still got about 8 or 9 more trees to do, and I've done about that many. So I'm going to go ahead, spend the money, and buy a new one. And I did. This is the new one. This is the new 14-foot. It was out the door at Home Depot. It was $54 with tax. And it looks like it's going to be a good one. I plan on using it this weekend. And I'll let you know for sure what I think about it. But I am a fan of Fiskars products, and that's how they pronounce it, Fiskars. And, over the years, I've called them about blades, and they've just sent them to me for free. They've been real good about warranty. And I've called expecting to pay for parts, and they've shipped them to me for nothing. So, yep, I'm a real fan. This is made in Taiwan, though. But it appears to be very well made. Very well made. We'll know. If I get another 19 or 20 years out of this, I'll be happy. And I can still use this on thick stuff, but when it comes to cutting the thin stuff, it's just not square. And I could probably tweak on it a little more, but I think I deserve a new tool, don't you? I've used the hell out of this thing. Absolutely got my money's worth out of it. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a new tool. Okay, I'll let you know how this works out. See you soon. Well, I have decided to take all the guts off of this old pruner and to make it my dedicated pruning saw. And I just use that one to lop and this one to prune, because when you are when you're reaching up into trees with this, trying to hook on the branches you want, that saw sticking out 16 inches sure gets in the way. So I'm not throwing this away. I'm still going to be able to get some use out of it. All right, I'm fixing to go crank it, get to cutting with this new one. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Well, a couple hours. Okay, this is the thickest branch I've cut so far with this, and so far I'm amazed at how sharp this is. This is the thickest one that'll fit in the jaws, so here we go. Wah! Yep, amazing. I am sold on fiskars. This is even better than the old one. Okay. Okay, all of that I have cut. Well, not that big one there. That was a chainsaw. But all that I've cut out of this tree. I should probably stand way back and let you look at it, but we have done all kinds of trimming on our trees, especially this big one right here. Golly, I had to do all kinds of cutting on that. And the next one is right behind this one, about 20 feet away. You could probably, yeah, that's it right there. And I'm really happy with the new Fiskars Lopper. It's very heavy duty, and for the price, my God, hell, I've had the old one almost 20 years, right at 20 years, and my God, you know, it's rare when you can say you got your money's worth out of something you buy. And but I can say that about that last Fiskars. Plus, I'm still using it to saw with, and that's working out great. All right, let me go throw that on the fire. Let me get to trimming that tree right there. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we've done to our trees. This had limbs coming nearly down, touching the ground. Well, they're getting smoked out here. Trim that one up nice. Trim that one up real nice. And that one. Now, fixing to do this one. And I'm sitting under one that we'll probably end up doing tomorrow if it's not too noisy. If I gotta run the chainsaw, I won't, because tomorrow's Sunday. And I don't want to disturb my neighbors on a Sunday. Anyway, starting to look good. Let me zoom in just a little bit. I'm in charge of relaxing, in case you didn't know. Well, there's the tree I just finished. And I gotta tell you, I'm very happy with that new Fiskars pruner. It's twice the pruner that the old one was, and the old one was damn good. Gonna tidy up the fire and then get on the lawnmower. Probably tomorrow I'll get to working on this big one. I got a whole bunch of limbs I'm gonna cut off. While I'm reviewing stuff, let me mention this. I bought this hat on Amazon. I've had it 3 years. The sun has faded it. It's coming apart a little bit over here. And it smells like sweat. It smells like a fat, sweaty guy's been wearing it. He has. Got paint on it. Anyway, same thing. I like it so much, I'm going to retire it. And I bought me a new one. And I'm going to leave a link, an Amazon link to this in the description. I can't remember the name of it. Here, let's see if we can read that. Yeah. Was it Dorfman Pacific? And the sizes are very strange. I don't have a small medium head. I have a large head, but this fits me perfect. Okay. Out with the old, in with the new. I'm actually gonna throw it away. I hate to do that because it still could be worn, but it's ugly as hell. And this makes me look dashing. See what I mean? Dashing. I can't help it.
Are you kidding me?
What you doing?
I can't believe it. Don't
This is what
video
happens when you get old.
Don't video this.
Why, is it too gross?
Yeah.
Ear hair?
Yeah.
I think young people should know this is what happens when you get old.
You don't grow it on your head,
Yeah.
you grow it in your
Falls
ears.
off your head and starts running out of your ears. And I thought about maybe doing an ear hair comb over. Should I?
Talking too loud.
Am I talking too loud? Should I use my inside voice?
Well, I don't want people to know what we're doing.
God. Okay. What happened?
You farted.
Oh, crap. You farted and scared yourself. That's funny.
Always wear the proper equipment when you're mowing. Safety lawnmower shoes? Check.